This is part of the aqueduct system that was built by the Romans, which carried water to the palace. I think Mazout told me it was 30 or 60 kilometers, and the grade on that is very slight, so that gravity slowly takes it. Now, it's like this maze here, especially at night. There's not a lot of light here. So you can see now we're near Istanbul University, so there's a lot of cafes. I went here last night and I had a full meal for 7 Turkish lira, which is the equivalent of $3.50 or somewhere in that range. Included drink, meal. It was very good. It was a chicken doner with vegetables. And then it had rice and I think some sort of yogurt sauce. So you can see it's kind of a maze. But I've got this area. I know how to get back to the apartment from here. Well, after stopping and eating, it's probably a little bit. I haven't heard the call for prayer. Okay, that bridge running parallel is called the Galata Bridge. That goes to the old border. And the bridge I'm on is called the Ataturk Bridge. The bridge down there is called the Golden Horn Bridge. All the Fisher people. They're selling their tea. All sorts of bait. There are all these lighting and electric shops right over the Ataturk Bridge. But it feels like I'm at a Chinese trade show, to be honest with you. It's all made in China. All of it. It's not. It sure looks like it is. Well, the good thing about call for prayer is you know about what time of day it is. But I remember the first time I heard this when I was in Turkey. And I was like, hit the ground! Okay, well, I just ran into the Australian guy from the train, talked to him. He was telling me that this Ixtakai Avenue that I was heading to is actually a very worthwhile street to see, so that's good. Alright. Oh, that's very pretty. Wow. That's very nice. I like the way they do that. And that is the Spain's and Ecuador's consulate. Under some hilly areas here. This came up a alley that was half this width and twice as steep. The Union Church of Istanbul. And I'm working my way back towards the Galata Tower, which is the start of that street, kinda. This looks like the street. Maybe. Yeah, this has got to be it. This is this street he was talking about. Excuse me. Well, I came up off of Mesrudiyet, trying to get back up to Istiklal Ave. And I found this area like bars and restaurants. Alright, I'm going to go this way to see where it takes me. I think I'm in between the two streets right now. Man, there's more alleys and bars and things in this place. It's incredible how much they can fit in here. Yeah, that's the street I'm looking for down there. But I'm just going to take it up here a little bit further. Alright, so see, with a map I'm pretty damn good. Without a map, it all starts to look alike. And it's very hard to stay oriented without a map. Shot house. Gee, I wonder what they do there. Yeah, I read that this is open all day, these places. It's and you don't get any sleep when you're in these hotels here. So I stayed in the old section, and it's as quiet can be. This even with a school across the street. Signing off. Alright, I'm back on the main drag, I think. Yeah, I think this is all new construction or renovation. Up on top of a hill, view of the water. That's somebody's going to have their own patio here. Jump that car coming down. Yeah, see, this is all brand new. Yeah, see, construction's still going on. Lots of construction going on in Istanbul. This type of construction. You figure the stuff's so old, probably the only thing you can do is tear it down and start over. Don't lose your brakes on this hill. Well, it must be a real pain in the ass bringing water and electric down. Tear the places up and put it back down. This looks like a fairly new road. You can see it's probably the pipes right underneath it. See, these are all the older buildings. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice views. Get the whole family working here. If there was enough daylight, I'd walk over that bridge. That's the Bosphorus Bridge. And I'd walk down to the tip here. That's Asia over there. I'm standing at the very last edge of Europe. And this is the Basra Strait. And last time I was here, I actually saw the Russian Navy going through here. So you can see why it was so dangerous for the Russians, because they have their Navy base in the Black Sea, and to get out of the Black Sea, they have to come down here through the Basra Strait. So if you control the Basra Strait through mines or through control, the Navy's stuck. That's the Blue Mosque over there, and the church, Sophia. Alright, well, the sun's starting to set, so I'm going to walk back towards the apartment. There are those ferries going from Europe to Asia. Well, at least you're cleaning it up. You do a better job than most of the people. As you can see, this park is a dump. Nobody seems to take care of it. There are so many wild cats in Istanbul. Look at these big cruise ships in here. It's on the Taksim side. Good sized boat. Not the biggest I've seen, but pretty big. There's light boats. It's something else. The sun is going down. See around the corner there. All the mosques are over there. Mosque. The blue mosque there. That's Asia over over there, Basra Strait. This is the Golden Horn, Bosphorus, cruise ships, 2 cruise ships in a row. And then we're watching the fishermen. Now this guy get his motor going. You can see the difference in the water there. Ferries coming from Asia. Ferry going to Asia. This is Asia. That's where I walked around yesterday. All over there. This is under the Galata Bridge. They have a walkway. See the sun reflecting off the buildings over there as it sets. This is where I was standing just a few minutes ago, all lined with restaurants. You can see this is under the Galata Bridge. That's going to the Taksim side of Istanbul. Bosphorus Bridge, Asia, old section. Looks like it. Okay, I just crossed over the bridge, or under the bridge I should say. And I'm back in the old section. You can see the old mosque there. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in China, walk like the Chinese. When in Istanbul, walk like the Turks. They have this fence here so you can't cross. And that's why everybody's crossing here. And we are at, looks like, alright, let's go get lost. This must be the pots and pans section of Istanbul. I've noticed that in sections. There were certain sections yesterday that were all leather coats and hats and belts, and then there were others that were rugs and others that were food. This is obviously the restaurant equipment section. And it looks like they're packing up to go home. Friday night. Yeah, I looked at these lamps just to price them, these type of things hanging, and they wanted too much money. And I noticed that in the room I'm staying in, he's got this fixture. I'm going to ask him how much he paid for it. Okay. So it must be 6 o'clock. Well, the clock is wrong. So you can hear the call to prayer. This must be a mosque. Yep. Nope. Oh, you will never get used to that. Hey, I can't believe it. Wild cats. They're like, they're everywhere. Probably aren't any mice. That's probably why they have them. I'll bet you they used to have a problem with rats, so they brought in wild cats. And I'm sure a lot of women and men would much rather see wild cats than live rats. Probably me included. I've been in cities in China before where you see, you're like, oh look, what is that strange animal? And you're like, holy cow, that's a rat. Yeah, I just bought some of this stuff in China. and I think I paid like, see, they're charging $1.50 a piece. I was paying 1 or 2 yuan, which is like 20 cents. That's the advantage of buying it in China instead of in Turkey. I've noticed in Istanbul, they employ people as a social welfare to clean the streets like they do in China. See, so this is all shut down. You can get your Christmas bears, Christmas toys. Look at the cars. See, I don't have a price on them. See, no price. I just keep going. See, these people try to rip you off, and they'll give you one price, and then when you walk away, they'll give you another, just like in China, and I'm sure other places, but I compare it to China because that's where I've seen it most often. I told the guy yesterday, I said, hey, he told me, he goes, why should I give you a price? Nobody's buying. And I said, well, maybe, he goes, people just want to look, they don't want to spend. And I told him, I said, maybe if you put prices on everything. I said, most people think it's a turnoff when they feel like they're being ripped off. Okay, this is the Ataturk Bridge. This is the Taksim side. Bosphorus Bridge in blue. Mosque. It's like restaurants up there. What a beautiful view that is, though, huh? Okay. Beautiful at night. Now, I believe I'm near the university. See, I can walk up in here. Oops. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a photo. I'm kind of zigging and zagging. Maybe I'll stop and get a doner, which is like a wrap with lamb, beef, or chicken. Stone really shows up nicely at night. And they turn into the cultural walls.